Hi, I'm Cindy Gay with Cindy Gay Rug Cooking, and today I'm going to give you a brief run through on how I use the Notion Art Catalog. That's a free template that you can get when you're a member of my rug cooking journey, and it's an awesome way to keep track of your artwork. For us, it's going to be mainly rug cooking, right? But it could be watercolor painting, it could be knitting and crochet patterns, it could be a bunch of other things too. It doesn't have to be just rug cooking. So let me go to the share screen. Hopefully, yes, and it worked. So what's going to happen here, I'm going to spotlight that for you guys in Zoom. So if you are a current member of the Rug Cooking Journey, you're going to want to check your email or log in to your dashboard and then click on the link to come to the Zoom class, because it's going to be a whole lot more fun when I can talk to you in Zoom. But this is the Notion Art Catalog. These are some of my projects. It's not all of them, so I need to enter some. So today is what I'm going to be doing. You can enter it from this screen, which is a gallery by status. So here, these are all the done ones, and if I click that arrow, it collapses it, right? Here's work in process, here's patterns that I have, and here are ideas, okay, of things that I can do. And I've added this is not in your template, but I have some rugs that I cannot show you. So what I've done is I just put an image in so that you guys can't see it, because legally I cannot show those rugs. Okay, but where I do most of my entry is going to be over here on the Enter tab. Now, what can get difficult is if your sorts change. Okay, in this particular case, on mine, and I don't remember exactly how I have the sorts set up in the template. I think it's by the pattern name. So you can click on sort and click pattern name. Look at the way it's set up here. It's not in alphabetical order. Oh, my picture's sitting right on top of it. Let's push it up here a little bit. There you go. So these right here, these are not in alphabetical order. But if I click sort, go to pattern name, now it is. Okay, now it's in alphabetical order. So I have one called Creekside Blossom. Oh, it's in here. I did not think it was. Okay, well, let me open it. And what I want to do is I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to put a capital letter there. And I have an in progress photo. So what I want to add to it is an actual finished one. So my favorite trick is I go to the end of the title and hit return, and it puts it on top. That gets tricky because what Notion does is it grabs whatever image is at the top of the screen, and it uses that in that gallery view that we were just looking at. So I'm going to hit /IM for image, and I have a faster way of doing that, and I'll share that with you once we get into the question and answer series. So really all you have to do is push a button to add an image. Then we're going to upload a file, and I put these in, where did I put them? In downloads. And of course I can't see which ones they are. So on a Mac you can change this one to columns. And what I like about columns is then I can see exactly what the image is before I bring it in. A quick tip, before you bring in your images, take the photo as squarely as you can. So on this one, I made no attempt to get over the image and take the photo as straight down as I could. On this one, it's much more square. Okay, you can edit this photo, and what I would probably do is go through that process of editing it. But for the nature of this beast, I am just going to click on that one and bring that one in. And don't panic if it's crooked. Always wait until it's finished uploading, because a lot of times it redirects itself. So we're going to give that a minute to upload. There we go. See, what it did is it found the way that it needed to be, and it turned it right side up. Now, if it absolutely did not turn it right side up, you can then edit it in some kind of software, whatever your favorite software information is. For the most part, you can even edit it on your phone, okay? Edit it on your phone, crop it in, turn it so it's right side up, and then bring it in, okay? So what I did with, what's the next one? Chalfont Fantasy. This is my room size rug. And I've taken some other images since then, but I didn't put them in here. I'm going to do the same thing. To get to the top, I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to put in a header. And this is going to be solder February 2023 image. Upload. And I think it's this one. Yep, this one I did crop. And this one I had to turn right side up because I took it from the balcony upstairs and it flipped it around, probably because it was looking at the writing. Even though, for me, looking at it, that was the top and the bottom as you see it here, but my camera flipped it around. So I flipped it back. And then I'm going to put that in there. Now this is, look how little I have left on that to get done. But what we can do is we can immediately pop over here to status. This rug is in work in process. Now if you ever get this stuck over here, you can simply click anywhere on this part, or you can click the arrows at the top and it'll get rid of it. I know that's in work in process. And there it is. Now, I want to be able to see when I look at this image. Oops. No, go away. I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to hit the back arrow. Get me off of that. There we go. I want to hit reposition, and I want to reposition it so that the top of the rug that shows what I have left to do, because that's the part I'm going to be interested in when I'm looking for this photo, and then I'm going to click Save Position. So that gives you a way of showing the part of the rug that you really want to see. Let me see, do I have, like this one here. Let's reposition this one with the kids' pictures. And I'm going to move it down a little bit so we can see more of their faces. Save position. So with these processes, you can make the images that show up here in your gallery anything you want, right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at entry. I like to enter from the Enter tab. And I simply click, you can do two places. You can click New here, up here in the would be what, the right-hand corner, or you can scroll down and click New down here. That to me seems like a little bit of extra work. But let's do that just for kicks, because I think it bounces. Yeah, it does. It'll bounce around because I've got it set to go in alphabetical order. So if I turn that alphabetical order sorting off, then they'll stay where I put them. And we can talk about that more in questions and answers. But this would be what, my new rug. What's the status? The status on this one is going to be, let's say it's a pattern. Does it need finish and a label? Absolutely, it needs both. So I can click on both because it's not even hooked yet. The date started, I'm going to call it today. It's not finished yet. What supplier did I get it from? You can choose one that you've already typed in, or let's say you bought it from Spruce Ridge Studios and you want to click New. That's going to be the hardest thing to remember because you're going to click it and you're going to think it's in there and it's not going to be, and that's going to be frustrating. I don't want this one to be there. There we go. So it says Spruce Ridge Studios. I can put in the designer. Let's say it's going to be me. Click off of it. And then I can put a size in. So let's call this one 12 by 60. Oops. 12 by 60. Teacher, there's no teacher, there's no workshop. And this is going to be upstairs hall runner. And then there's other fields past this if you want to keep going. Like, for instance, whether it's rug hooking or if it's something else. Maybe what you do are quilts. You can put your quilts in here. You can set this up to show just quilts, just rug hooking, or what if you've got 3 things, 4 things, 10 things? There is no limit. So you could put all your arts and crafts in here. If you do actual painting, if you do sculpting, if you do photography, it doesn't matter. You can just code it for what it is. It's set up as a default to be rug hooking, but we can change that to go to a blank if you want. This just gives you information as far as squares of inches hooked. But once you get to that point, you are done. Let's go up to the top. I want to go back to status. And that one was a pattern. I'm going to click down. Okay, so why it's not there? Let's go back to enter. And what did I call it? My something, right? Oh, it filled in this title. Okay. Let's go my test rug so I know what it is. And you can always hover over the name and it'll give you this little open button. And you can click on that and that'll give you, depending on how it's set up, you can set it up to open in what this is called side peek, where it opens to the side and you just get a peek at it. But you can open it up to full screen, which is like this, and then you can see everything. I'm going to take this image off because that doesn't make sense, because this is just a test rug. Okay, not where I wanted to go. Let's do this. Let's go back to Notion. I'm going to unshare for a minute in case this takes me to a page with some personal information on it. You can set up Notion to open into your Notion Art Catalog every single time you open it, or you can have it set to open whatever you were last working on. Okay, so it kind of depends on what is going to work good for your workflow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube, and I am going to concentrate on those of you who are here in Zoom. We're going to enter some more rugs. We are going to answer questions, anything that you need help with. If it includes setting up your Notion account, bringing in the template, I can help with all of that. So thanks, YouTube, for being here, and I'll see you all next time. This was a bonus lesson for members of the Rug Cooking Journey.